Hello, NALCAPers. Super stoked to be here and answering your questions. This is going to be a really quick little video. I wanted to answer some quick questions for you. Most of you have probably already recently seen my videos on the NALCAP Instagram or my YouTube videos about the program. So I'm assuming that's because you're either looking into NALCAP or you're looking for opportunities after NALCAP. Either way, happy to answer your questions. So lots of the questions have fallen under the same category, thus I am making a video just to go ahead and sum it all up and everybody can get their questions answered at once. So number one, the visa process. Super informative video that I'm going to link below. I've created this about the visa process for Los Angeles County, but this process is really general. There are slight differences between the different areas wherever you're doing your visa process, but really this is going to help you get like the prep of it done, get all the paperwork ready, get everything ready, that way you're ready, set to launch and get your visa going. So check out that video. It's going to help you no matter where you're based. Okay, so the next question is going to be about NALCAP itself. So about the program, when should you arrive in Spain? I would say arrive in Spain 2 weeks before. Easy. That way you get a place to live and you can check out the area beforehand, have a little fun before the program. And then also another question, how long can you do NALCAP for? 2 to 3 years is probably what the Embassy of Spain wants you to do, the program wants you to do. But I've known people have done it a little bit longer. Whatever works out for you, whatever your plans are, whatever you're doing, your intention in doing this is and living in Spain is, just figure out what's going to be the best plan of action for you. If you're looking to stay in Spain as a permanent resident, then you need to be in Spain for 5 years working before you can apply for that type of residency. So if that's the case, then NALCAP really doesn't promote you doing it for 5 years. But if you keep applying and they keep saying yes, then great, fantastic, do it. Another opportunity is, when you get there, just look for opportunities immediately for staying in Spain, even without NALCAP. Maybe you're not even interested in doing that sort of work forever. Maybe you want to go ahead and you want to work in a different sector. Set up the opportunities, start networking and talking to companies while you're there, people while you're there. This whole digital work age is really just like fueled and like going so strong. So I would say even if you aren't able to get like PR in Spain, if you're able to have flexibility and the ability to work from wherever you want to, you don't need it. Honestly, you don't need it. I used to think that I wanted it, but now I realize I have way more flexibility just working the way that I do. If you're interested in what I do now, that's another story. We can feel free to ask me questions. But essentially, 2 to 3 years is usually the max. Okay, so traveling in Spain. Yeah, of course, 100%. Like, you're going to do that. That was a huge thing for me. So I made it work in all sorts of different ways. I would catch buses. ALSA is one of my favorites. Don't be afraid of the bus system. Honestly, don't be afraid of it. It's just like, if you're going to be there like on a limited income and you just want to travel, take advantage of it. It's cool. And then the train system's good too. Flights are super cheap. Depends on where you live. If you live in a non-flight friendly area, then, take the bus, do the train. Another area is BlaBlaCar. Do that one. But I made a huge video about this, so I'm not going to go into detail. Just check out that video, link below. And then as far as, hold on, I have to pull up the rest of the questions. All right, that's not it. Sticky notes always help. All right, so continuing the program, or staying in Spain even after the program. Like I said, same question, or same story, different question. Find opportunities that allow you to stay in Spain afterward. So feel free to consult me on what it is that you're interested in doing in your career and your life. Maybe I'll have some ideas for you. Happy to answer any of those questions as well. You know where to find me. You know where to reach me. Okay, and best ways to learn Spanish. Best ways to learn Spanish. I have never learned a language in a traditional way. I've always taught myself languages by just first pursuing my passions. So Spanish, I was able to learn in a non-traditional way. I've been speaking that for a while, so I won't go into how I learned Spanish, but I'll tell you a little bit how I learned French. So French, I picked up just back in 2018, and I started learning it on my own. Zero French to start, and I just like kind of I've just sort of immersed myself in the culture. I basically, you know, made a group of French friends that spoke zero English, and I spoke zero French, but I smiled a lot, and I think, you know, like, no, I'm just kidding. There was like a couple words that we could relate upon. But anyhow, it was a good relationship, and I just got into a WhatsApp group. So this is a key hack right here. Get into a WhatsApp group with a bunch of people that speak Spanish, that you want to be friends with, that you genuinely want to be friends with, and then from there, just like start reading through the conversation, start responding via text. I think one of the quickest ways that I've learned, maybe this is just the way my brain works because I tend to learn by doing, is by being in the WhatsApp group or by being in a text group, and the next thing I know, I'm like typing along, gives me a second to think about what I want to say, gives me a second to remember, or just learn how to say it, and from there, I don't know the science behind it, but essentially when I am typing, I'm learning the language, and I'm learning how to use it and how to really incorporate it into just incorporate it and just learn it. So that I cannot explain how beneficial it is, but it is. So do that. All right. Any other questions? Checking over the little sticky notes that I've written. I think we're good here. Ask any other questions. Again, super quick video. Looking forward to all of you also joining on the July. In July, we'll be doing a little video conference that you can come on and ask any questions you want. This will be hosted by NALCAP, and I'll be on it. So it'll be a panel of people that are answering your questions. So if you want, go ahead and start sending me your questions ASAP, and I'll plan to answer them on this panel. Look out for your emails. It'll be sent to your email no sooner than probably July 1st, and no later than July 15th. So, all right, cheers, ciao.